Okay, it's starting to rain a little bit here. It actually kind of feels like freezing rain. It's about 41 degrees outside. But I'm going to go ahead and start to dig up these potatoes and get them out of the ground just because it's just going to get wetter. And I just kind of want them out. There's not going to be very many. They're going to be really small. You guys probably have had the same type of thing. I didn't do anything that I should have done when I planted them. So, you know, you get what you get. Let's see what we got. Some purple potatoes here. These are just ones that I had bought at the store and I planted. They were about this size when I planted them. I think there was a bag of called red, white, and blue, and a lot of them didn't come up for a number of reasons. One, they're in shade. Two, they're underneath a walnut tree. Three, I have voles and groundhogs and all kinds of stuff. I didn't give them any fertilizer, but anyway, we'll see what we get. I actually have more of them in here than I expected, which is kind of nice. Really nice, because these are, I love potatoes. Potatoes and onions are my favorite. And garlic. Garlic is so easy to grow. It's so much fun. But again, you know, you have to give that nutrients too. And I didn't do that when I planted my garlic last year. It didn't turn out very well either. But sometimes it's good to see what you can get when you do nothing. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Wow. That's awesome. Where am I going to put this? Around the strawberry bed, maybe? I should probably say, when I planted these two, I just kind of planted them on the ground. This bed right here has some strawberries in it. It didn't do very well, but the new runners are starting to come back. And these I just kind of planted down here, covered them up with straw. This is actually my second round. The first batch, I covered up with straw. They didn't do very well. So these I kind of covered up with a few handfuls of dirt as well. Once or twice. I didn't put a whole lot of effort into it. But wow, I am excited. This is super cool. And like I said, these are the second round of potatoes. I did have some that were planted before these. So you know, don't be potatoes like cold weather. Don't be afraid to plant your potatoes. You know, like in July, August, or whatever it was that I did it in. Because like I could leave these in the ground and they'll be fine, except for when the critters get them. Oh. Yay! I am super excited. These things took so long to come up too. So, like I said, I planted I'll have to go back and look at my notes. But I think I planted 3 of these little blue ones. And I didn't think they were going to come up at all because they didn't come up for forever. Then I just planted other ones around them, and eventually they started coming up. But they took a long time, a long time. But I will say it looks like piling. And this isn't, this is hay. This is spent hay. I had, for Christmas a couple years ago, I told my daughter I wanted some hay because I wanted to feed the deer that come in my yard. So she brought me some hay, and the deer don't want anything to do with it because they're used to having fresh, good stuff all over. Anyway, so it kind of sat and rotted, so I decided to use it in the garden. And that's what I've been doing, is I'll use it one place, and then I just pick it up and I use it somewhere else again until it's all spent, until it gets down to, you know, good compost. Oh, another thing I should mention about this bed. This bed was built this last year in a low spot. The ground kind of dipped right here. And so I filled it up with, I must have had another potato. These blue potatoes really spread. It's pretty cool. So I filled it up with weeds that I just pulled from around the yard, because I have a lot of stuff that grows. And then I put down probably 4 or 5 inches of compost, and then covered it up with straw. And that's about all I've done. So it was pretty hot underneath, and so I wasn't sure that anything would really grow. I think that's why the strawberries and the potatoes both struggled, to be honest. But I think these started growing because as the months wore on and I planted the second crop, I guess it broke down more, or the critters ate it, or combination of everything. But this is more potatoes than I've gotten out of the other potatoes that I've pulled so far this year. Like in total, just this right here is more than I have gotten earlier. So good to know. But my point was that they were not buried in very much soil. So I'm not afraid of using the shovel, because I don't think they're going to go down into the hard packed soil. I just want to see, like, there's the ground. So I'm just trying to lift them up and see what we have there. I think this potato plant spread. Maybe that's what took it so long, is that it spread and then each one came up. Because I'm pretty sure I only had a couple of the blue potatoes. bowl was going to be enough for all of these. You can see the native soil here. It's really not bad. It's sandy. It's a sandy loam. I don't have a lot of clay in here, which is nice. Stones. This right here was extra compost that I had added right here, so there's probably not going to be any potatoes in it, but just double check. All right, well, that was really good. So that's what I got. It's a good sized bowl. What does it say here? I don't know. These have sizes on them, but whatever. We'll see what's at the other end. There's different potatoes down there. Oh, here's another one. I like the baby potatoes too. I keep them all. They're great in the morning. All right. So, I guess we'll try. Oops. Get up there. We'll try that there. And see what we get. Hope we get some more of those. I love the yellow potatoes. And these are just sticks to show where I planted them as I heaped down the soil. So in this area, apparently there's 4 potatoes. I think that one got eaten, so I don't expect anything there. But I kept adding soil instead of just straw on this one. So we'll see how that fares. These cool little brown mushrooms. Little brown mushrooms like this, you do not eat. There are hundreds of kinds of little brown mushrooms, and 99.9% of them are poisonous. So do not eat them, as tempting as it looks. potato. Oh, look at that. Yes. Nice. Here's another one. Oh my gosh. It's another giant one. Look at that. Woohoo! Unfortunately, I think I only planted 2 russets. And I don't think they're the same ones. But maybe they are. I don't know. They've been in the ground for months though, and they look fine, so I will be eating them. Native soil. Alright, there should be some Yukons. Here's some yellow potatoes. I will say the soil down here is definitely soft past where I had planted these, which is really cool because then I know my soil's getting worked up. Oh, there's one. Oh, my back is getting ugh. Oh, Maddie's on it. That would be interesting if that were the same 2 russets, but that has a, I don't know, maybe it is. Because look, well, one, I cut the potato. I'm sure this is probably how I planted it, but look how dry the skin is right here. So I'm guessing these are the potatoes that I planted months and months and months ago, but they did not germinate. There's no roots on these things. So, I don't know. I'm probably still going to eat them because they're really firm. They feel really good. They're good. All right, we're gonna call that good enough. Oh my goodness. So I got these Yukon Gold potatoes and whatever this little one is here. I don't know, again, something I bought from the store. So, but I got a nice big bowl of potatoes. Time to go in the house, get out of the rain. See you guys later.